Did Apple really lose the AI race to OpenAI and Google? Or did it quietly move the finish line to your pocket? Let's break the hype, the hardware, and the hard facts. Let's start with the scoreboard everyone loves: frontier models. OpenAI's GPT-5 grabbed headlines with stronger coding, deeper planning, and broad API access. Developers call it powerful, if a bit uneven depending on the task. Meanwhile, Google keeps iterating fast with the Gemini 2.x family, pushing agentic features, massive context windows, and tight workspace tie-ins that touch billions of documents, emails, and meetings. In raw model theater, Apple isn't the loudest voice. OpenAI and Google are. But Apple isn't trying to win the biggest model beauty pageant. Its play is Apple Intelligence, a system that blends on-device models with a privacy-preserving cloud and then selectively taps outside models when you ask it to. Think of it as orchestration more than bragging rights. Your iPhone, iPad, or Mac does what it can locally, heavier jobs go to Apple's private cloud compute, and if you consent, Siri can route a request to ChatGPT, no account required, and with explicit permission prompts. That's a very different definition of winning. Distribution matters. Apple can light up new AI features via iOS, iPadOS, and macOS updates, turning software releases into instant scale. Apple Intelligence rolled out and kept expanding: Image Playground, Genmoji, writing tools, and more, then broadened language and regional support through 2025. By design, the most personal AI lives where your personal data already is, on your device, guarded by the same sandbox and security stack. And here's the silicon wildcard. Apple's neural engine keeps climbing. The M4's 38 tops headline isn't just marketing, it's a signal that more summarizing, rewriting, and visual understanding can happen locally with lower latency and tighter privacy. The more the device can do itself, the less you need to ship your life to a remote data center. That reframes who's ahead because capability plus placement often beats capability alone. But wait, you ask, doesn't Google blanket every surface with Gemini? Absolutely, and that's the other side of the race. Google has been threading Gemini through Search, Android, and Workspace, adding agent modes, recall, and automatic document summaries. That ubiquity is real leverage in daily workflows at school and work. If Google turns Gemini into a near-universal assistant across your tools, Apple's advantage has to be experience and trust on the device you hold all day. Two different empires, two different maps. Now for the plot twist. Apple isn't locking itself to a single model. Reports in 25 showed Apple exploring Google's Gemini for a revamped Siri. Evidence that best model routing could become a built-in feature, not a workaround. If your phone becomes a smart switchboard that picks the right brain for the job, Apple's own on-device model, Apple's private cloud, ChatGPT, or even Gemini, then the race stops being winner-take-all and starts being experience-take-most. So, has Apple lost? If the metric is public benchmark supremacy and splashy demos, today's podium reads OpenAI and Google. But if the metric is the safest, most seamless AI that billions will actually use every hour of every day, Apple is running a different race. Less lab demo, more lived experience; less data slurping, more consent and containment. With private cloud compute, explicit handoffs to ChatGPT, and the option to integrate other models, Apple is betting the next era isn't model monogamy, it's model mediation. Here's my take. Call it a split decision for now. OpenAI leads on frontier capability, Google leads on ambient productivity, Apple leads on private device-native UX. The winner will be the company that combines enough intelligence with the most trusted distribution and the least friction. And on 2+ billion active devices, friction, or the lack of it, decides who you invite into your day. If Apple keeps shipping and keeps brokering the best models behind a glass-clear privacy story, losing the model arms race might have been the smartest way to win the user. So no, the story isn't over, it's just getting interesting. And it's happening right where you're watching this, on the device in your hand.